If you know a good mystery lover, these are the books that you should gift them. Hola mi gente, MsMalcolmHughes here. Welcome back. Today we are going to discuss books that you should gift a mystery lover. I'm very excited to get into it. We will start with me reading the description and then telling you all why I think it would make a great gift. Let's get into it. All right, the first book that we have is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Here's the description. The Vignez twin sisters will always be identical. But after growing up together in a small southern black community and running away at age 16, it's not just the shape of their daily lives that is different as adults. It's everything. Their families, their communities, their racial identities. Many years later, one sister lives with her black daughter in the same southern town she once tried to escape. The other secretly passes for white, and her white husband knows nothing of her past. Still, even separated by so many miles and just as many lies, the fates of the twins remain intertwined. What will happen to the next generation will their own daughter's storylines intersect? Weaving together multiple strands and generations of this family, from the Deep South to California, from the 1950s to the 1990s, Britt Bennett produces a story that is at once riveting, emotional family story, and a brilliant exploration of the American history of passing, looking well beyond issues of race. The Vanishing Half considers the lasting influence of the past as it shapes a person's decisions, desires, and expectations, and explores some of the multiple reasons and realms in which people sometimes feel pulled to live as something other than their origins. The Vanishing Half was a stellar book. I have my review up. I will pin it here. But it deals with the sisters, but it also is the unpacking of the daughters' lives that really open this story up. I love that there is a trans character here and we get to explore that naturally. It's not something that's called out, it's just enfolded within the story, because that's how it is in life. It's just a part of our lives. It just is. And so I loved this. I loved having the complexities of race and how do you choose and what do you sacrifice when you choose. But then also, how will they connect? How are all these characters connected when they're living these separate lives? How will their world come together? And when it does, what does that mean? How do you take something that was together from the womb, separated in life, and then how do those strands become tethered again? So good, so good. Listen, if they love mystery, highly recommend. Next up, we have Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iyemide. And here's the description. When two Nevia's private academy students, Devon Richards and Chiamaka Adebayo, are selected to be part of the elite school's senior prefects, it looks like their year is off to an amazing start. After all, not only does it look great on college applications, but it officially puts each of them in the running for valedictorian too. Shortly after the announcement is made though, someone goes by Aces begins using anonymous text messages to reveal secrets about the two of them that turn their lives upside down and threaten every aspect of their carefully planned futures. As Aces shows no sign of stopping, what seemed like a sick prank quickly turns into a dangerous game, with all the cards stacked against them. Can Devon and Chiamaka stop Aces before things become incredibly deadly? With heart-pounding suspense and relevant social commentary comes a high-octane thriller from debut author Farida Abike Iyemide. That one was good. I remember reading it. Again, I'll pin the review. I remember being surprised about how good it was. Very much, I remember saying it gave Gossip Girl a little bit during that time and Get Out. It was, yeah, if you know a reader who loves like that super suspense, like what is happening? And when you think you have it figured out, not quite sure, and then characters surprise you, and then how do you align with your race, and what does that mean when you're thinking about your future and you're thinking about acceleration and progressing in class and status? What do you sacrifice? What do you maintain? Oh, such a good one. Next up, we have The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. Here's the description. As Langdon and gifted French cryptologist Sophie Neveu sort through the bizarre riddles, they are stunned to discover a trail of clues hidden in the works of Leonardo da Vinci. Clues visible for all to see and yet ingeniously disguised by the painter. Even more startling, the late curator was involved in the Priory of Sion, a secret society whose members included Sir Isaac Newton, Victor Hugo, and Da Vinci, and he guarded a breathtaking historical secret. Unless Langdon and Neveu can decipher the labyrinthine puzzle while avoiding the faceless adversary who shadows their every move, the explosive ancient truth will be lost forever. I remember reading this book, and I remember hearing so much about it and not being sure if I would like it. But upon reading this book, I became a Dan Brown fan, for sure. He became someone I sought out and wanted to read and enjoy their works. Unfortunately, I haven't reviewed them much on the channel, but maybe I will in the coming future, next year, 2024. I hope to do many things on the channel, and maybe reviewing this will be one of them. But this is a good one. It also became a movie. Listen, worth checking out, worth gifting for sure. Last but not least, we have The Hounds of Baskerville by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Here is our description. A country doctor has come to 221B Baker Street, the lodgings of famed detective Sherlock Holmes, with the eerie tale of the Hound of the Baskervilles. The legend warns the descendants of the Baskerville family never to venture out on the moors that surround their ancestral home, for fear that they will meet the double beast that lurks there. Such a story sounds preposterous to any man of reason, but now Sir Charles Baskerville is dead, and the footprints of a giant hound have been found near his body. Sherlock Holmes and his faithful friend, Dr. John Watson, agree to investigate the truth of the matter. They will soon learn that in this case, nothing is quite as it seems. The most famous of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes stories, The Hound of the Baskervilles, is a classic of masterful detection and hair-raising suspense. You all wouldn't know this based on my reviews up on the channel, but I love Sherlock Holmes. I love Sherlock Holmes. So good, one of my all-time favorite series. So I definitely have to come on here and recommend this. Again, I am actually in the process. I started earlier this year rereading. So as I finish these, I will come and share them on the channel, but I think they're so good. One of my all-time favorite quotes that I once contemplated getting it tattooed on me is from Sherlock Holmes. I was going to get a magnifying glass, and inside of it, it was going to say, once you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, has to be the truth. And that's just, you know, one of the all-time famous quotes from Sherlock Holmes. But yeah, I love the Sherlock Holmes series. So I recommend that everyone read them. Everyone could benefit. You will be entertained. And it's just a story that will grasp you and keep you on your, like, the edge of your seat. And then getting to know Sherlock through the eyes of like Watson, and what does that mean? It's so good. And then the little that we get to know of Watson as well, and trying to figure out, like, who is he? And, you know, it's just, it's like mysteries within mysteries of trying to uncover information. But those are the recommendations that I have for any mystery lovers in your life. I think all of them are great choices. You can pick up one, you can pick up multiple, you can pick up them all, and you will not go wrong, guaranteed. But that is it for me. As always, I am MsMalcolmHughes, one who believes that books are better than people. And until the next one, please remember to give time, to be kind to each other, and to have the very best day of your life on purpose. I hope you all are enjoying this Vlogmas. Peace, o dabo, adios, ciao.